Guys, we done it. We got our last playoff match in the books and we have been promoted from the Ice League to the Stone League here on MFL, and we are getting locked and loaded, ready to rumble for Season 2. In the video today, I'll show you exactly how it panned out in our final playoff, and we have a rare player pack to open up to reinforce the squad ahead of Season 2. At any point in the video, if you do laugh, you learn, you like something or whatever, please do like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this as we rattle through MFL Season 2, looking to take FC Barcelona from the basement, from the Ice League, through the Stone League and all the way up the pyramid, as it were. And there was lots of you guys in the community getting your first team, getting your second team up and running, ready to rock and roll. Some of you have actually bought 3 clubs ahead of Season 2. It should be an exciting one. I cannot wait to get stuck into it, and I'm looking forward to doing more content like this, engaging with you guys in the community that are playing the game as well. But yeah, let's just get stuck straight into it. Now, we had our final playoff game here against the Crying Chickens, which I thought was a hilarious team name. And this was a really, really tight match where the first goal didn't actually come until the 50th minute. And when I was watching this, I was sweating bullets. Actually, we're going to lose this game here. It's super, super tight. And when they broke up the pitch here and just sneaked one in at the front post, I was thinking, oh no, this is going to go against us. And then, not too long after that, when they've burst out on the counter-attack and made it 2-0, my head was in my hands like, oh my god, we are actually losing this. We are not going to get promoted. This is going to be a nightmare. We're going to have to play Ice League again next year. But on the 80th minute, down the left with ball and Muller, we got the ball to that man, Hamada Nasser. And he creeped in and he just was like, give me the ball. I'll get us back into this game. And at the 80th minute, 2-1 down. It didn't take long thereafter. Right from kickoff, they've tried to attack and go back up the other end of the pitch to make it 3-1. But Pafe Diaco, one of the heroes of the season, with that eye for a pass, crossfield diag, finds Hamada Nasser again, coming inside on his right foot to slot the ball beyond the goalkeeper. And at this point, I was in absolute dreamland. And although we were knock, chapping at the door, knocking away there, I don't know, I was thinking, what's going to happen here? Is it going to go straight to penalties? Is it going to go to extra time? Didn't really know what to think. I made some rotations in this game and I was beginning to fear them. But on the 84th minute, Tolentino swings one in for big Oscar Kaiser to smash it home and give us the 3-2 win. And we came out of the season ultimately with it being a success. We had some players in on loan last year, so I got just about 4,500 MFL for finishing second and getting promoted here. But I actually had to give away like a quarter of my revenue to like Pafe Diaco and a few other cards that I'd loaned in last year. So that was fine, you know, we kind of accept it and move on and all the rest of it. But we've got some MFL now, so we may be able to use the development centre a little bit better. And I managed to bring back some of the players that we had out on loan last year back into the squad, namely our Argentinian forward Palma, who's going to be our reserve striker now for this year after, you know, getting some minutes last year at another club. We've got a bunch of other guys that are available, guys. All my players here that are available are all on auto accepts, so if you want any of them, go and get them. Just try and make sure you play them for us, and hopefully they can lead us both to glory. I've only got 2 loan players hanging over from last year into this year. I'm desperately trying to get this Astua off my books here, and it's kind of frustrating that I want to cancel this guy's contract and it just won't happen. It's between seasons and stuff like that, so I feel like there should be the ability for me to cancel this without having to get the other guy to accept it, because he's on for 5% rev share. He was a backup centre-back that I've now replaced. I have other backup centre-backs like Quintana and Riger who are way better than him. So that's something in the game that maybe could still be tweaked or whatever. But Pafe Diaco was a big, big loss. But we've got some referral rewards in, like Mamadazai here, who's 61, and Steffens, who's 63. And they're both quite similar to the way Diaco was. So he will be a big miss, but positionally we've still got the same kind of depth and coverage in the squads, but we're going up a league. So with that MFL we've got, we could maybe walk into the market and do some bits and pieces with that. But like I mentioned, we have referral reward tier 5. We've done the business. I feel like the Penfe is getting a unique or whatever when he started on So Rare, but we're getting a rare pack here. Now, I've already got a few rare cards already, which has been lovely, but this will be a full pack of them, so we're definitely going to get upgrades. I hope we get another centre mid, and if we could get, I don't know, another defender. I'm not really too bored about position, but a fullback, they would be significant upgrades that would really, really help us. So here we go. We're hoping to get another Hamada Nasser level player, another, I forget his first name, but Wagner, my centre-back, and Tolentino. So there's some of the power players that we've got from this rarity already. So we get 3 cards, a blue, a green, and a common. it looks like. So let's see. The common player. Oh, it's a goalkeeper. We could do with Gerald Moser, Austrian. Looks happy to be here, doesn't he? 43. I'm not happy to see you, mate. There's still plenty of time to get your MFL account up and running, get your squad minted and get your squad built ahead of Season 2. Registration is open now and the season kicks off in a matter of days. There's never been a better time to get your account opened up and get your club minted. By clicking on the link that's in the description of this video, you support me and all the content here at the channel. So if you are going to play MFL, please click the link that's in the description of my video. It really does mean a lot. It's loaded up with all the Brucey beginner bonus stuff that you're going to need to get yourself up and running anyway. So if you don't click on it, you're going to be doing yourself out with some free stuff, of course. But I say you'll support me, and if you need any help or you get stuck, jump into the comment section and I'll be there to help you out. And then our green player, he looks happy to be here as well. Hermann Zeller, Germany. Left back, cool. I like that. 65. Bring it on, Hermann Zeller. Love that. Now, I've got a left back I like, but he's a left wing back, and having an actual left back will be fun to rotate and kind of mix and match the tactics with, which is good. And then our top player here, Danilo Casas, Uruguayan, right back as well. Love that. And he's 77. He looks nasty, doesn't he? He looks like he can get a booking in a good way, you know, tactical fouls and all that. But that's good. Nice upgrades. Let's check out their stats. Oh, wow. So our boy Casas here can actually play all over the pitch. That's brilliant. A really strong right back, but can also play a bit on the left. Pace 82, dribbling 68, passing 75. Really good. Shooting lets you down, but those defensive stats, by the way, they are incredible. Love to see that. And then our Zeller left back, he can also play left wing back, which is really fun utility. As you can see, he's next to Castano here, who's my favourite. He's a little bit slower, better at dribbling, not as good at passing, better at shooting, not as good defensively, it must be said, but physically, much more the part. So I'm going to cancel the contract of Colin McRae here, who was a bit of a hero for me this year. And I'm going to cancel the contract here of Ball, who again played a very very good shift in that playoff final match for us. 63 rated fullback, definitely not a slump, as it were, not a scrub. Love the versatility that both these players bring as well. Some nice different tactical options that we've got all of a sudden. And with those players that we've now just released from contract, our backup left back and our backup right back, I think I'm going to make the left back available on the market. If any of you guys are after a left back to come into the team, the Ball guy. But I think with McRae, I'm going to put him into the development centre and see, yeah, let's just put him all the way in there. I'm going to put him in there for 120% development. We're not going to see him for 4 seasons, so we'll throw him in there. He's a Scottish player and I'd like him to be good for me, you know, which is why I just thought, hey, let's put him in, because I've not got many other guys that are good enough candidates to go into the development centre, as it were. And then if we can find our left back Ball, he's pretty decent. Let's put him at 5, auto accept. Now the store is open at the moment, but as you can see, there is some packs that are available. There's more pack drops coming over the festive period, so if you are looking to, you know, reinforce your squad with some pack openings, I would definitely be turning on notifications for MFL on Twitter and all the rest of it. Make sure you find all your emails that come from them as well. They don't end up in the spam folder, because these packs, the good ones, when they come out, they fly off the shelf like hotcakes, so you better have yourself locked and loaded, ready for notifications to come. I still like Castano as my first choice left back, but he does lose some points on the left back to left wing back thing, and Zeller won't. So it's going to be an interesting dynamic between the left backs, what we do with them. Our wings are still pretty weak by comparison. You know, we've got those 2 new boys in now, Steffens and Madizade. And I think that this is a full strength team. Doesn't look too bad, does it, overall? But Steffens is a right mid rather than a right winger. And Mamadaze is kind of the same. So we don't have that complete synergy there. Let's just save that for quickness. But let's load up. We did build a diamond. Yeah, let's build the diamond again and see how that looks with some of the newer players. I feel like it could work out really well. We still have some good coverage, some good depth in the different positions, especially with some of these guys being quite versatile. I still want this Stewart off my books because he's just never going to get a kick of the ball anymore. And yeah, I definitely feel there's still that bit of a need for another centre mid. So I'm going to be on the lookout for bringing another centre mid into the club. Probably by purchase, because I don't really want to give up any rev share going forward in this squad, because I've got like a really lean and mean squad put together here. And I've still got a backup keeper, I think, on my books, actually. Who are the two guys? Yeah, so I've got the backup keeper, De Kock, who's just a brilliant name again as well, and a Stua, yeah. So hopefully we can get a Stua off the books. If I get another goalkeeper that could be... do I have any goalkeepers that could go into development centre, actually? It's hard to know how high they could progress to. You know, could they really become like Florek level, you know, where they could... Yeah, progression's kind of slowed down over the last couple of weeks just with less games, and maybe some of these guys are getting close to their limit. Progression is meant to take a while, it is meant to be difficult. So I'm not too sure how to think about it, 'cause I'm not too sure I can train up one of these guys to be... He could probably be as good, but it would take like 4 seasons to be as good as that De Kock. Now we do have Fuchs at the Dons. He's a wee bit better. Logar's 26, so I'm not holding my breath that he gets much better from here. I don't think there's anyone out of this squad that I would want to bring back and put into development centre. I'm quite happy with McRae's in there, and let's just see how he gets on. He'll be a good kind of test subject case for us. Bustamante and Nomenko back together at the same club, Cambridgeshire Blues, love to see that. Hurtado, and then yeah, we've got a bunch of free agents available. Some of them good, some of them okay, some of them like Ball would be a very good addition to anyone in the Ice League. I can attest to that myself personally. But register now. 4 days at the time of recording is when this is going to kick off, and we're going to get ready to rumble. Over $40,000 worth of rewards, and I've already registered. I don't know why that button's still sitting there, but when we click into the register thing, you can kind of see. So yeah, the Ice League had 7k payout across for the first position. Second was 5.5. So we're moving into a division now, the Stone League, where the payouts are close to, not quite close to double, but maybe like 50-60% bigger. And then we've got the cup rewards here. So yeah, maybe we'll try a little bit harder on the cup, which is why the second team could be important. December 25th is when the league starts with daily training sessions, so we're not training at the moment. Mid-season is January 8th. Promotion playoffs the back end of January, so it's another kind of 6-week season again. Fatigue is enabled for the competition. Player energy levels will decrease and will impact their performances. Open to all divisions. I've already registered for this. Oh, it's Magos de Madrid. So me and Calva are going to be back as managers as Magos de Madrid for this season after a pretty successful year one. There's no transfer kitty, no transfer budget, so we're going to need to go into the loan market and really hustle and bustle, because the remainder of the squad from last year is pretty threadbare, it must be said. Although some high quality players that are still on loan, maybe they were agreed on auto renew or something like that, which is all good, but we're going to need to build this up again. No goalkeepers, 3 out of 6 defenders, which is recommended, 2 out of 6 midfielders, which is recommended, and 1 out of 4 forwards. So stay tuned to the channel. Me and Calv will probably come back and do a few live streams, building the squad and talking through tactics and all that good stuff as well. But should be a really good season 2, for Magos de Madrid, who were just off of the top spots. You know, 1 or 2 games go your way, it could have been a lot more different. So it's going to be a really busy couple of days getting Magos de Madrid up and running and FC Barcelona ready for Season 2 on MFL. I hope you've enjoyed this one, guys. Don't forget to jump into the comment section and let me know what your thoughts and feelings were about Season 1 if you got involved, or what your big plans are ahead of Season 2, really no matter what. On screen and now some other stuff that I've made that YouTube thinks you might enjoy. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more content like this. Stay out of trouble, and I'll catch you on the next one.